Buccaneers get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins.
That wasn't nothing new. Then it's Kyrie Irving, just guns my uncle drew. Times was turning, we got semis, we got shanks. Higher learning, so once it's a rim, he shoot up the bank. I told his feet tested, he could 6'10". I watched me chef it like I went to Princeton. Gloves on, that's what I'm into. Utensils, no Princeton. Stories, OGs, that serve Madonna and Princeton.
So you would expect sound right. Come on. Raekwon.
I used to trap full time, bringing in piles. Now I rap full time, move things on the side. When I clap, you gon' die. Ain't gon' leave you alive. Ain't no coming back to ride. Go get even with God. Nigga, the microwave thought to clean these that I drive. When I cook on the stove, I use 3 different knives. The way I chef couldn't bleed with my eyes. Nigga, magic with a mic and a bird. Dream team and I vibe. You niggas rap like gangsters. I'm leaving you guys. Spit real life action. Misleading with lies. Sell dope. Shit, I need to decide. Same time, I'm thinking y'all never face the lie. Niggas know it's cold, cold, and I sold
Correct time. Sound right. Come on. Raekwon. Raekwon.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen, and that is incomplete. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Oh.
But they'll say it's incomplete. They was trying to get it to George Kittle as tight end, but now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range. And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. Complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 to the Niners there, the first down. Rosen to throw again. goes. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
This came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. They don't often get clear shots at the quarterback, but in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
To try again after the sack. Throws it. Caught by Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the 49ers come right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was
Kind of blue.
I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, listen, I don't know the flag, but you caused the play. You didn't add to it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. They wind up at about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
My check.
For Matt Breida,
Gonna burn
this
the
is kind of
cash.
an emotional game to be sure. He was signed as an undrafted free agent by these 49ers following the 2017 draft. And he had 3 good years for him. In fact, leading the Niners in rushing in 2018. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've had good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh,
Right to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be
not walking
taken
this
down
up.
before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there.
Not walking
And
this
first
up.
down.
You want to see me? 316.
Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense can go back home and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, get it down to 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourself.
Come on, it's a technical thing to do raw.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the gun. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles. Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now the 49 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Callaway. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing to 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it. Because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking themselves, damn, it's impressive. Let's keep going. We're doing pretty well.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
To this day,
Now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I do believe we came here to see a team, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1. But the thing is, now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
This now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15. And he feels like he can get it done.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had a touchdown during the last drive. I'm guessing that you like the balance they have.
love you to this day. Used to say.
She put it to me plain, put it no clearer. Lipstick putting on the bedroom mirror instead of leaving you now. And I know that you miss me. You're probably saying, damn man, why she dissed me? But you see, I felt that it was time to go. Then I packed my bags and I'm leaving. So you take care and I hope you let it
Set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
right, girl, someday you'll see. But I'm the type of woman that must be free. I said, why me? It fell to the bed. Reached for the 9 and put it to my head. And thought about the words that she once said. And you know that you're my one and only. But she ran with another man.
Left me alone.
When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get them.
Yeah, once you get men, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They got it. They got the momentum, and they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Getting down at the 42.
I really and I'm like, hey, so all I gotta say, what up? What's happening? Are you ready to get at me? 'Cause I hear ya, and I'm watching. Hey.
2 and 1, 1st now.
Dang, man.
I'm
serious. All I gotta say, what up? What it is, bro? What it do, man? To the blue flame. That's a damn shame. So damn lame. Shit stain. Bad name. Yeah, I'm in the fast lane. Sing a little song. By the king go.
containing to just 4, second down.
How the egg now. Check your again. Check your down. Nigga, lag now, sucker.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate here on that play. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places, and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Side street hustle. That's what I be, sucker. Used to work. If you need some children, you ain't heard of me. Certainly, the videos ain't hurting me. The window roll down, 8 times, go down. You know now. Or surrender no crown. And never say down. Mr. Woman make a sound. I'm forever. And you featherweight. Don't get yourself. Cause I yell bang bang. I ain't mention your name. What up? Hey.
The intended receiver. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to kick that one in. I would say it was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Hollywood. You know how we do it. Really? And we just like these shit. Drive where we want. We go up and where we go. We fly where we want. When they really don't. You push me your way, that way they really want. I don't like them either. The way we doing with the beat. Must be stopped. Something must be done. When we get caught with guns. And they really. More ideas. Just as anyone. On the blind side. Next to rumors, we can all ride. Take the nerves, hey. Them words really hate. Just bounce back. All the haters, I'm back, but get at me. I'm watching. Hey.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because
you gotta let this one breathe, Johnson. Let it breathe for a second.
I'm not trying to kill you. No, Bryce. We'll be born.
Newest addition to the run. MOP. What's on its way? I know y'all hear my footsteps out there.
Go get him, Just. Time to dump fire. Oh, stupid. You don't know what you feel. The code is 1, 2, 3. Your motherfucker, we coming 100 miles and I'm still running with cats that raw from the upper of XL 80s and hatchback cars. Come on. Knockdown. We still told homeless they go block out. What up if you want?
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw.
With 70 pounds on with a hospital gown on, we holding it down, home.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Dang Dash and Mr. S. Carter, Brownville. That's on the G side of things, where we ride and bang. That's how we got the name. Warriors, the veteran in your brain. Someone should be telling them the veterans in train. 27 of my man, better than cocaine. We got the fake mine. For you to ride the pine. I put it down like M.O.B. First time I made. When it's cut time, do what I was there. This is in between. Turn my music high. Yeah, more fire, more rock, away the tire, more money, more murder, now that MOP higher, more burger for the rock empire. Nervous when the guns go full service, ready to fire. 1 body, 2 body, 3 body, 4. Young sitting on haters, I'm above the law. Young sitting on haters, I ain't Brownsville neighbor, how about some hardcore? Every time I sign my signature in person, to sign another million to these verses. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4. The money's really worth it, so I'm pissing you off on purpose. My mom is straight. She come my way. So you try this fake. You dudes is noodles. I got more Z than bake. Oh. Sorry today, got a money hungry lawyer there to eat the case. Not as just food for thought, don't let it go to waste. Until you stuff in your face. I done forgot more than you ever learned. What you don't know will make you home.
This is Jakeem Grant. And makes it across the 20 as he's
you don't know.
Set up shop at the 23-yard line.
That's the I'm from the hood, man. Final cut. No, the real hood, not the rap hood. Real hood. Like my friends all sit clear. Pair of sneakers. My mom's busting ass. Nigga, I'm going to Japan tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? Can you believe this?
Jesus suck. In the highway. Much more than this. I did it my way.
Gangsta nigga, put my hustle down, tore the game up, nigga. Took your high score down, put my name up, nigga. Tore the doors down to the Hall of Fame, nigga. I did it my way. It's a beautiful thing.
defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Feeding into the pain of attack, feeding into the punch. These offensive guys, this defense, what's it going to take to get back on track? Those guys are looking for adjustment. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Had to explain to us, big these folks want me in the penthouse as a reminder that I make crap paper. Black entrepreneur, nobody did us no favors, nobody gave us shit. We made us. Rat pack, Sinatra, man, Sam Davis, Spencer Smart, wanna show like Dean Martin. Came in the game, not begging niggas farting. Demanding y'all respect, hand over a check. And while y'all at it, hand over the check. We the reason they ain't hand that damn over so quick.
To the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Much more than this. I didn't know.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Ooh!
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Good job, Big Fred. Come on, baby. Oh! That man diving for air. That was for you, Ed.
He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year.
Nobody said a word.
For those guys, isn't it going to turn into a safety? It certainly is, because sometimes they're pass reading and what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On 2nd down, Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Antonio Callaway with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Anyone still wondering about Tua's arm strength here in his rookie season? Wonder no more. That was a rocket. And that one gives him a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, 49ers 21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Rosen. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And some room to work. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Salvon Ahmed with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's Rosen. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
On first down, here's Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They run again with Breida. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. A quick throw complete by Rosen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Brings up 3rd down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Third and long here for Rosen. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 46-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right?
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And this is 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now it's Rosen. Got his target, Samuel, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Rosen to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now it's Rosen looking. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The rookie, Brandon Jones, picks it off. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points